Oh hey, I didn't see it come in there. Welcome back to another video. Alright, so here is my Nintendo Switch collection. And I'm going to be doing this into, I guess, two parts. I think I'll separate them between like indie games and then like sort of official IPs or Nintendo IPs. Stuff like that. Like these games here that I'm going to show are games that I think are rather like pure indie games, like pure indie IPs. I don't think I have anything here that has anything that was maybe came out previously, or maybe one game or two. I don't know. I'll just separate these into two, but these ones are mostly indie releases or indie IPs. Alright, so let's start it off. I got quite a bit here. No particular order, just grab them. There's two stacks right here. Taxi Chaos. This game is kind of shitty. Fucking Taxi, what is it? Crazy Taxi type of game ripoff, but without the good music or anything. It's garbage, doesn't play well, and whatever. I got it for cheap. I'll get to that one. My Friend Pedro. This is the reversible cover. Whoops, I don't have the reversible cover shown, but comes with stickers, banana stickers and posters and all that shit. My Friend Pedro. I want to replay this game pretty soon. It's pretty fun. Cory, Hugh and Friends. This is some sort of cute 'em up. It's okay. It's pretty basic, but it's alright. Oh, this game I just picked up. Super Alloy Ranger. It's like a Mega Man clone type of deal. Pixel art graphics, all that good stuff. I'll have to get to that game pretty soon. Probably the next game that I stream. I picked up a copy of Broforce as well the same day. I haven't played this one either. Another pixelated run and gun. Here it is, Hades. The only release of Hades, since there was no DLC or anything. We already moved on to Hades 2, so still a worthwhile pickup, I guess, physically for Hades. Kaze and the Wild Masks. This is a great game. It's sort of like a Donkey Kong Country clone a little bit, but just a little bit easier, but still a lot of things to collect and everything. And I had a lot of fun playing this. I actually 100%ed it. Great game. Gunvolt Striker Pack. This has got Gunvolt 1 and 2 on it. I also have the third one on here. I'll find it whenever. But yeah, 2 games in 1. Really good deal. A Boy and His Blob. I guess I shouldn't have put this in this stack, but I think this was basically an indie release. I don't know. It's a limited run. This came out on the Wii, I think, originally. And it's okay. Eventually the game kind of gets tiring to play after a while, but I don't know. Not a bad little Boy and His Blob. Not a remake, a completely new game. It's not bad. If you get it, find it on sale, maybe worth picking up. Untitled Goose Game. This game was alright. I don't think I 100% it, but I had to pick it up due to all the hype, and it was alright. I'm glad I got a physical copy of it. Oh yeah, so what's this? Yumahara Kawashi Fresh. Yumahama Kawashi Fresh. Again, maybe this one shouldn't have been in this stack. I think this game just came out for other consoles previously, but it's a Nicalis release, one of the last ones. And I think there's another Yumahara game that came out that's also out on the Switch. I don't have it, but it's okay. It's more like a puzzle platformer, I guess. Here's the Angry Video Game Nerd 1 and 2 Deluxe. I've streamed this one not too long ago. It's got a reversible cover. You can get the original cover on there, but that's the reversible one. Crisis Wing. I did live stream this one. I didn't give it much of a chance. I did play through it once, and I can't remember what happened. The game crashed on me or something, and I didn't get all the way through it or something like that. I can't remember, but it's okay. It's like a Truxton Basically a Truxton clone type of deal, very similar to that. Oh, here's my one collector's edition for Axiom Verge. It's a pretty cool Metroidvania, made by one person apparently. And here's Axiom Verge 2. I actually like this one better. I didn't think I would like this one as much due to the atmosphere and everything, but they added a lot of cool different, I don't know, they added some cool shit in this. It's completely different than the first one. It's still a Metroidvania, but I actually like the atmosphere a lot more. And they added different gameplay elements. Into the Breach. Oh my god, this is one game I couldn't beat. This game is crazy hard. It's a rogue-like strategy game, like a turn-based strategy game. It's really hard, grid-based. Probably heard of this game, but can't really show what it is, but this game was tough. I could not beat the last stage in this, and there's no like permanent upgrades I don't think you can get in this game, and it's freaking hard. I couldn't beat it. Oh, the Shmup Collection, I took a chance on this. Just a bunch of 3 small indie-sized shooters. None of them are good. I regret buying this one. I thought this is just crap. This is shovelware. Shovelware shmups. That's what they are. It's no good. Well, here's Gunvolt 3. I played this one not too long ago. This is by far the easiest Gunvolt game out of the trilogy. That's all it is just Gunvolt 1. This came out limited run and not retail. But yeah, it was still pretty fun. I liked it. And Gravity Circuit. I just beat this one very recently. The physical just came out. This game was awesome. It was pretty challenging, but I really enjoyed it. The Binding of Isaac. Look at this, I'm starting to build up a stack here. The Binding of Isaac. This is Afterbirth Plus. I did beat this one pretty much 100%. I think there was another expansion to this that came out. I don't know if you can get it for the Switch or not, or if you can download it from here. No idea. But this came out pretty close to the Switch's launch, and it was pretty popular at the time. I think Nicalis, who put this out, ended up making more copies of it, because when the Switch came out, people were looking for games to get physically, and this one was a popular one. I remember people were looking everywhere for this. I had to order this from outside the country. I wasn't able to get it retail. I had to order this puppy in. Celeste, beat this one earlier this year. I picked this one up, around the winter time. I played through this game. It's okay. I think it's a little bit overhyped, but it's a good game. I did enjoy it. It was a good challenge. I'll get to those in a minute. Here's Zombie Army Trilogy and Zombie Army 4 Dead War. I really like the fourth one. They did a good job with this one. I think they perfected the series with this game. These ones you can tell are a little dated. I definitely went from Zombie Army 4 to the trilogy, and these ones just aren't as good. They're not as well polished, but these are cool games. They're just like arena shooters. I'm hoping I got the second one here. Thought I pulled everything out, but I do have... No, I didn't pull that one out. I wonder where it is. Shit. Sniper Elite 3 and Sniper Elite 4. I am damn sure I have Sniper Elite 2. But maybe I missed that, grabbing that one out of my collection. I should have it, and I guess it'll be in my next video. But here's Sniper Elite 3 and Sniper Elite 4. This game just gets better as it goes, I think. I think Sniper Elite 4 is the best one. The third one's really good too, and the second one is a little bit dated. But 3 and 4 are excellent. I haven't played these games in a while, but I did enjoy them quite a bit. Formula Retro Racing World Tour. I picked this one up last December. This game took a little while to come out, but eventually I picked it up in December. Basically, it looks like, I guess it sort of looks like virtual racing a little bit. It's okay. It's a little bit cheap. You can tell it's cheap, but it's all right for what it is. I got through all of the races and everything. It's okay. Oh, this game isn't really technically an indie game, I don't think. Maybe I'll save that one for later. Probably, maybe you've already seen it, but I'll get to that series in the next video. Here's Owlboy. This was a pretty, I was pretty impressed with this game. It's basically a Metroidvania, and it's got a pretty unique gameplay, playing as this owl boy. It's got good graphics, good story and everything. I didn't like the ending. I kind of wish the ending was a little bit more, was a little better, but I don't know, it's one of those emotional games or whatever, but it's actually pretty fun to play as well. Tiny Barbarian, oh my god. Yeah, this is like one of the hardest games I've ever beaten, I would say. This game is brutal. It is so hard. It's a pixelated platformer. It's not roguelike, it's more like a Super Meat Boy style platformer. It's super hard. Nicalis came out, brought it out, and yeah, you obviously get these goodies in there. Like you get a Tiny Barbarian keychain and a little sack, an instruction manual. Nicalis had the best physical releases. It's too bad they're pretty much gone. But Tiny Barbarian, that's a gem right there. Horizon Chase Turbo, really awesome, like Outrun clone, but with a lot more to it, a lot more races, collectibles and all that stuff in the races. I had a lot of fun playing this. It's been a while since I played Horizon Chase Turbo. It's really good. Another Nicalis release, and by this time I was obsessed with trying to get all the Nicalis games. So I even got this one. Remilore, Lost Girl in the Lands of Lore. Very strange looking game, but it's like a Diablo. It's like a roguelike Diablo game. But it's separated between acts. So if you die in the middle of an act, you go back to the beginning. You don't have to start the entire game over again. So it's got roguelike elements. You collect weapons and all that shit. It's been a long time since I played this one. I should pop this one back in again. It's not bad despite playing as a Japanese girl in a miniskirt. Okay. Another one I want to replay. This is the Guacamelee 1-2 Punch collection. Yeah, Guacamelee 1-2 Punch collection. It's got Guacamelee 1 and 2. I wonder why there hasn't been a Guacamelee 3 yet. Seems like these have been out for a long time, but these are excellent Metroidvanias. I remember when I was done playing these, like, it was so much fun. I liked the combat a lot, and I said this is one of my favorite Metroidvanias. I really enjoyed these ones. I guess there's stuff in there, but it was a good physical release. It came out retail. Another retail indie release, Origami. This is a pretty sweet game. This is much better than the second one. Origami, this is a sweet game. It's a pure stealth game, sort of like Tenchu. God, it's super fun. You just want to collect stuff in this game, and just the stealth is so much fun to play because you're sort of playing as like this ghost character, and you just have to stay in the dark basically. So you just hide in the shadows, and it's really easy to be super stealthy and do awesome shit. I love Origami. It's so much fun. Saturday Morning RPG. Remember I picked this up at a game store in Toronto. It's a limited run release. It's got a lot of hilarious 80s references and stuff like that. It's, yeah, very nostalgic. Yeah, everything about it reminds me sort of like an 80s sitcom mixed with like an 80s action flick. It's a pretty funny game. Penny Punching Princess. Yeah, this game came out retail. Hard to explain this one. God, I can't even really explain it. It's pretty crazy actually. It's a sort of like a top-down perspective. I guess sort of like a Binding of Isaac perspective, but and you just interact with objects in the game and stuff, and you make it. I can't even explain it. It's a weird game. It's been a while since I played it too. I just remember there being a shit ton of levels, and it was pretty fun. But it took me a while to beat. Here's the original Dead Cells. There's been like a bunch of releases since. This is the bare bones Dead Cells physical release. You can even get the latest expansion, the Castlevania expansion. You can get that physical as well. But this is the only one I have. So yeah, obviously I've gotten many expansions, and this game is updated a million times. Not a physical that I needed. Don't know if this will end up being worth anything down the road, but that's the original Dead Cells. Cinemora EX. I think this game came out the same year as the Switch, 2017. I think this got released. Pretty cool looking shmup. Like, they don't make shmups like this anymore. It's like really good graphics, voice acting, and everything in it. It's pretty crazy. I beat this game not too long ago on my own. Brought out by THQ Nordic. Yeah, pretty cool shmup actually. I don't know if you're ever gonna see these get released anymore. You just usually see cheap run-of-the-mill shmups that you see all the time. But this one actually, they put a lot of effort into that one. I'm gonna get to these games. Okay, I'll just get to those ones last. But here's two more. Hot Shot Racing. This one also has a cool like retro feel, polygon look to it. Pretty awesome. I think it's got DLC included. It says download required on it, but it's only for the DLC. This was a cool game. I like this one. And this one I actually streamed not too long ago. Slain Back from Hell. It's a pretty challenging sort of action platformer. It's got really cool art style to it. It's got like a lot of heavy metal, good music too, heavy metal music, heavy metal themes. It's awesome actually. It's got a really cool look to it. And these games I have all together. Here's my Mercenaries games. I know I don't play a whole lot of strategy RPGs, but I got into these ones. Similar to Final Fantasy Tactics. The problem with these games is they're all pretty much the same. So here I got the Mercenaries Saga, which is 3 games in one, and they're all basically the same. Not much difference. And then Limited Run came out with, and I did enjoy them. I beat all 3 of them. And then Limited Run came out with Mercenary Wings. This is just one game. I picked that up from Limited Run. And then Mercenaries Rebirth, Call of the Wild Lynx was another physical release. This one is actually the hardest one I've played. I couldn't beat the end boss, and the XP grinding's too slow. I never got through it all. There was one that came out before this one that was only Limited Run, and I missed my chance getting that game. And there's another one coming out in late July, but I'm burnt out from these mercenary games. Like, just too fucking many of them. Okay, well that's pretty much all my indie games. I'm missing Sniper Elite 2. Whoops, I guess hopefully that'll be in my next collection video. I'm pretty sure I still have Sniper Elite 2. And yeah, so that's it for that bunch of shit. I have about over 100 games, I think, now. So next video that I do will be more of Nintendo IPs or IPs, arcade games and stuff like that. Games that may have existed in the past. Games that Nintendo released. They might be indie games, but they still have IPs that are well known. So this one I kind of wanted to make exclusive, like indie releases type of deal. So anyways, that's all I got for today. Probably my next video will be next week, hopefully. And we'll get through all these Switch games. Man, the Switch has been like the best console I've ever collected for. I think it's my all-time favorite console. It's just an indie. There's so many fucking indie games that have been just knocking them out of the park. That's what I've been enjoying the most about the Switch. On top of some of the first-party releases that have been pretty stellar as well, but I'll get to that in my next video. So anyways, you guys all have an amico day.